Yo, what up, social media family? Corey Brim of Sugar Rim Bar. Hey, listen, I wanted to go live. Let me show you where I'm at. I'm in New Orleans. I was just in Seattle. Now I'm out here in New Orleans. I got this really nice hotel room. So I want to tell you why. I want to explain to you why I cannot help you and why no one can help you. So here's why no one can help you. Listen. Hey, I'm going to try to talk to everyone, okay? All right. I've been going live on Facebook a lot. I want to go live on my YouTube channel to subscribe. So look, guys, click the subscribe button. All right. So listen, here's why no one can help you. One of the reasons, if you've never watched any of my videos, all right, if you have, I know that people are starting to follow me now and get on. But one of the things that I do is I run a very successful business. I live in Maryland, but I travel all over the country doing events and kind of living my dream, right? Living out of my suitcase. But one of the things that I like to do is I like to get on here and I always speak from a point of when I didn't have anything. I always start the videos telling you that I'm not a guru, I'm not an expert. I just found my calling in life, and I know that there are people out there going through things like I went through things, and I just kind of found a way out, I guess, right? So now I'm able to travel the world, still make my money, still use the internet to get paid, because at the end of the day, it's money. You know, you probably found these videos or you're trying to figure out some way to get paid. But here's why the title of this video is No One Can Help You. The reason no one can help you is because this is your own personal journey. When you start out on this road, when you start out on this path, it seems impossible. It seems like, you know, let's say, you know, the biggest elephant in the room that nobody talks about is debt, right? So let's say you got $100,000 in debt. I don't care what your number is, but everybody's got a number, right? You got child support that you ain't paid. You're late on your rent or your mortgage. You haven't paid your car note in 2 or 3 months. Like the bills just keep piling on and on and on and on and on, and you've given up. And full self disclosure, I had given up. I had looked at my life. I was hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, and I just felt like there's no way that I can come out of this. And so the title of this is why no one can help you, because you have to be the one. You can't. I had to look in the mirror and I had to own up. I had to really own up to my own selfishness, my own insecurities, my own me being irresponsible, me not taking better control of my finances. When I looked at this mounting number, right? Like when you sit, because honestly, here's the craziest thing too. You don't even know how much debt you're really in because you don't sit down and calculate the number. You just know you got a monster bill that you can't pay, right? It's a huge, massive bill that you can't pay. So I sat down. This is after. So if you guys know, I tell you the story. I had slept in a bathroom. Not every night. I wasn't homeless like that, but I couldn't afford to get home. And this is after the bathroom moment, after I had my conversation with God, after I got off my knees, after I had the vision. So here's how I got out of debt. All right. So I sat down and I calculated how much money I owed, right? How much money I owed, my bills, my child support. My license was suspended by then. There were times when I had gotten pulled over. Guys, we're talking, this is like 10 years ago, right? There were times when I had gotten pulled over because I just let my child support lapse. I didn't pay it. I didn't have a job. I was struggling. I'm sharing my testimony with you. You can take whatever's happening to me and just insert your own issue into what I was doing, right? But there come a moment when I said enough is enough. I'm better than this. I was designed. God didn't put me down here to be struggling like this. I had money before, right? And I had let my life just spiral out of control, and I wasn't living up, right? So I sat down. Okay, shut up, Corey. Get to how you got out. I sat down and look, guys. This if you're taking notes or if you need to rewind this, I don't write this stuff down, right? I don't think about it. I mean, I create a title, but I don't. All this comes from my heart. I really speak, and I think that's why it comes off better. Is because I don't really rehearse this stuff, right? I'm giving you the real raw, like how I did it. I sat down and I wrote down exactly how much money I owed everybody. To the penny. I wanted to know what I did. Now I know it's gonna sound crazy, and I know it's just a YouTube video, and I know you guys don't know me, and I don't know how you came across my video, right? But I know up until this point, you're doing exactly what I did. You're writing down your bills. You know exactly who you owe. You know the mortgage company. You know the car loan. You know the medical bill. You know everybody that you owe. Here's the deal. When I sat down and wrote that number down, I'm not even joking. I put it out in the universe. I was like, I got to make this. Even if I don't profit, like, even if I don't make this and make profit over, I need to make this because I need my life back. The money that I didn't have, the struggle was I didn't have my life back. I was chained and bound. I was a slave to these bills. I was a slave to these issues and these problems. I didn't have a driver's license. You know what I'm saying? Like, driving is a privilege. I understand that now. But my life was taken away from me. My life, guys, your money is holding you back. The lack of money is stopping you and holding you back. If I had to sort of write down most of the meetings that I have and the inbox messages that I get and the people that I mentor, it always comes back to money. It always comes back to money. So I had to think of ways. I had to create something. I had to do ways. And I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people, you're not going to want to make the sacrifice. I'm just being real with you. If we can just have a moment and I can share with you, it's going to be hard to become whoever you want to become, however you see your life going. It's going to be it's going to be the hardest thing that you've ever done is to make the sacrifice to become who you see yourself being. The vision that you have for your life and the things that you see doing, you're going to have to stop going out. I'm just being real. You're going to have to stop going out. You're going to have to stop spending because you always say you don't have money, but it's funny how you have money for cigarettes. It's funny how you have money for drinks. It's funny how you got money for weed. It's funny how you got money for drugs. It's funny how you got money to entertain women. And I'm using myself as an example, right? Not, not like I wasn't all in the drugs, but I had to stop. I had to go to the store. I had to get some cans of tuna fish. I had to get some bread. And I had to stop, I really had to make a sacrifice because the thing is this, when you weigh out where you are in life, right? So here's where I am. Here's where I wanted to be, right? So the things that were holding me down it was all the bad things that was wrong in life. I was spending my money in the wrong places. I just stopped, right? And when you stop, you'd be amazed at what $5 a day can do for you, right? You'll be amazed at what $10 a day does. And you start putting that money back into your life. You start elevating a little bit more in life. And then what happens is your life begins to change. Here's another crazy thing, right? Your success will not be overnight. Stop getting sucked in to to TV and YouTube and the websites and thinking guys, it took you time. You didn't fall into this depression overnight. You didn't fall into this financial struggle overnight. Your marriage didn't get bad overnight. Your relationship with your children didn't get bad overnight. Your relationship with your family didn't get bad overnight. It's a gradual thing that happened over time. So you're coming out of it. It's going to take some time. Everyone's trying to like take this magical pill or snap their fingers and everything. Guys, that's not how it works. Or at least that's not how it worked for me. It's not how it worked for me. But every single day, without fail, no exceptions, I got up every day positive. Even when I didn't have money in my bank account, even when I was flat dead broke, there was no way in the world when I was flat dead broke that I could afford a corner, up the hotel apartment suite thing, whatever. I couldn't afford it. I was broke. So I sat down. I realized I wrote out what I had to do. I got up every single day. There was no day. I took no days off. Listen, I know I'm a little extreme, right? I know I'm a little extreme, but I was so broken financially, mentally, spiritually. I was so broken. I had exhausted everything. I was done. Nobody could get me out of this but me. I couldn't call my dad. Couldn't cry on my mom anymore. Couldn't lean on my brother. Couldn't ask my sister. You can't go to your favorite auntie. You can't ask your uncle. This is a personal thing that you have to do. And that's why I can sit here now, 10 years later, and it's so rewarding. And I'm praying that the words that I'm giving you, the message that I'm putting out here into the universe, right? Because I have no idea who's going to use it. Watch this video. It's on YouTube, right? I have no idea. Me sharing this with you now doesn't cost me anything. But I'm sitting here now 10 years later from a decision that I made 10 years ago just to improve my life. The money is a part of it, right? I always say on the videos, the money is it's a byproduct of it, right? You got to get the money, right? We get that. You got to get the money. But I had to change I had to drastically change who I was. I could no longer hang around my friend. Guys, you got to know your triggers, right? And look, I'm not, I'm not some addict, right? I'm not doing lines of coke in my hotel room. I don't have a million women all around me. But God, that's the kind of life. It's the same addiction. Whatever you have, whether it's smoking cigarettes, whether it's being an adulterer, whether it's lying to your wife, whatever it is, it's an addiction. And I had to not get around those triggers. And because we do it to ourselves all the time. You go out, you have a night, and you want to blow off some steam, whatever that means to you, right? Whatever you do, the very next day you wake up with regret. I know I'm not any different than anybody else. I will wake up the next day with regret. How did I go out and spend $200 that I didn't have? How did I go out and spend all these time with these women that I didn't love? How did I give myself to someone? How did I exchange my energy and give them all that and they didn't care about me? They weren't depositing they weren't doing anything of value into my life. They weren't adding. Everybody was subtracting. You got some people in your life like that. They're subtracting from you. Every time you get around them, they take from you. When I say cut them off and all that, I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm just saying I chose to have a season for me. However long that season was going to last, I needed to save myself. I was drowning, right? I was drowning. I decided to take some time to save myself. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if it's just an exercise, just whether it be for a weekend or 2 years, however long it need to last, take some time for you. Not about your kids, not about your significant other. I'm not saying abandon them. Not about your best friend that been around you since you were born and y'all been friends for 40 years. You can't, I always liken it to that thing what they say when you get on an airplane, right? They always say the same thing, right? Like if the oxygen mask come down, put one on your face, right? And then help the person next to you. So often you guys you're too kind. You're too nice. You're too humble. You're too giving. You've given to people and they've never given anything back to you. If your resources keep getting depleted, you're never going to be able to level up in life. You're always going to be at a stalemate. You're always going to be at a standstill. You're never going to be able to excel in life because you keep giving your resources away. I had to take a season. I had to take a moment. I had to blow the whistle. I need a timeout on my life, right? And here's the craziest thing. Here's the craziest thing. I say a lot of stuff is the craziest thing, right? Here's one key nugget, right? One key nugget is this. When you take that time out in your life, you're going to be amazed at how many people are affected by you trying to better yourself. Because the fun time's over now, baby. The free ride, the gravy train, the going to the well, they can't do it anymore. I'm going to give you some examples. You have to learn that no is a complete sentence, that there's power in the two letters N and O. I had to take that back. I didn't know that. And I never let anybody really use me like that, right? I wasn't like that. But we do the same thing. Your friend calls you and say, hey, man, I'm short on my rent, man. $200. Can you help me out? I'll pay you back on Friday. And what are you doing? What do you say to yourself? You don't even have the $200. You kind of got it a little bit, but you taking money off your plate, feeding your family to help your friend. Now, don't get what I'm saying is wrong, okay? I don't want you to take it too far out of context. What happens on Friday? What happens on Friday? The friend that promised you that they were going to give you the money back, they know where to be found. They got their phone don't work no more, right? You keep going to voicemail, the text, they're not answering. Guys, you can't keep giving your money to people that don't pay you back. You can't keep enabling somebody. What did they do with their money? Because it's funny how when I come over your house, you got bottles of Remy, you have money. The weed man got money, but you don't got no money to keep your lights. Guys, you gotta wake up. Those are signs. Wake up. Wake up. If your friend doesn't do the basic thing in keeping their light on, paying their electric bill, that's a sign. Something's going on. You may not want to be too connected to a person that can't keep a roof over their head. Not judging your friend, okay? God, these videos always got to do disclaimers because, like I said, it's always one philosopher that breaks down everything that I'm saying in the video. I'm telling you how I leveled up in life. I cut off the dead weight. I used no No, I cannot do that. No, we can't hang out. No, not trying to meet with you. No, I don't have no money. And guys, listen, the people that are taking from you, that are taking your resources, they're asking everybody. Don't feel like you special because they came to you. They asked everybody. You was just the idiot to say yes. You were just the one to say yes. So if I know I got a sure thing, I'm gonna keep coming back to you. Every time I get my back to the wall, I'm gonna keep coming to you. That was just as a time as a man, I couldn't go to my parents anymore and say, can you help me with my rent? I'm a grown man. Get out here. Look, guys, we live in a world now where there's no reason. There's literally, absolutely, today, in the world we live in right now, I have no idea what the economy is going to do in 5 years. I just know that right now, there is really, basically, virtually no excuse. There's no excuse to why people can't get out here and get money. So you telling me, your friends are telling you every single month I'm short $400. That's because that's $400 to $500. That's how far, guys. If people would be honest, if people would really be honest and really comment it down below, people are $500 to $1,000 away from struggling every month. I live the life. You're one paycheck away from disaster. You do not have 6 months worth of savings. Like I said, y'all people don't keep it real. They don't keep it real on social media. You don't have 6 months worth of savings. You don't have a retirement plan. You're not saving money. Guys, I was the exact same way. But there's no more excuses now. You can literally Google anything. You're not understanding what I'm saying. You can even look, I'm 45 years old. I remember a world when Google didn't exist. I remember you had to go to the library and you had to go get a number and pull it out and then go to the section and then find it. Guys, you don't have to leave your home. You can Google anything. And I created a 6-figure business from nothing. That's why I'm telling you it is possible. How is it possible? You can Uber. You don't have any money at all. You have no money at all. You can Uber, right? You can Uber. Oh, because somebody's going to tell me, oh, I don't have my license. Get your license. Here's prime example of what people do. I'm going to give you a solution of what you can do. You're going to give me an obstacle. That's your problem. Every time somebody gives you something that you can do, you put up a fence. I stopped with the walls and the boxes and the fences, and I got out of my head. You got to get out of your head. There's nothing in there, right? All you're doing is talking yourself out of stuff. Guys, you got to jump. You have to jump. You can, if you just keep sitting in your home every single day and watching YouTube videos all day long, nothing's going to happen. You have to take, people keep saying that knowledge is power. Knowledge is not power. It's the application of knowledge. You can watch a video on how to do whatever, but if you never apply it, you've been watching, look, guys, I'm telling you, I'm just doing this freestyling, right? You're watching wholesale videos. Because I'm watching the same thing you guys are watching. You want to get rich quick, right? You're watching wholesale videos. How long have you been watching real estate videos? You've been watching them for 2 years. You haven't tried to go out and do a deal? You haven't tried it? You've been watching these videos, how to do auto ship, right? Spotify, Amazon, but you haven't created an account yet? What are you waiting for? You've gathered you're on information overload. You know everything about the subject, but you've never been out in the field and tested it. That's how you make the money. You're going to have to get out there. Life is a contact sport. You got to get out there and get hit. If I would have just did nothing like I had done for 2 years, I was spiraling out of control. I was literally in a plane that was crashing. I'm little like this. No parachutes, no fire extinguisher, like the plane was going down. I had to get up and I had to move. So now I can sit here and you kind of say like, well, who is this guy, right? How can he sit here and make these videos and judge me? Guys, I was on the bathroom. I was on the bathroom floor. My account was, I was hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. I turned my life around. I created a business, right? I started a business. As my business began to pick up, as social media began to pick up, guys, you can post for free. I'm making a video. You can make a video the same way I make a video. And I get it. You're going to get people to say, well, I don't like the way I sound and I don't look good on camera. And guys, look, take a look around. I show y'all on the videos, right? I don't have no lighting crew. Look. Ain't nothing special about what I'm doing. I don't have no special camera. I don't have no special lights. I do have like on my phone, I have editing software, but I don't really use it. You have a device. You have a device. See this thing? You have a device that's connected to almost 8 billion people. There's literally nothing, absolutely nothing stopping you from becoming whoever you want to become in a positive way. I don't push negativity in a positive way. Create your business. Go on GoDaddy, buy a website, go to freewebsite.com, create a website, go to Vistaprint, get $9 cards. Like you guys keep, like everyone they keep asking me like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do? Like, just do it. Just do it and fail at it. Do it and mess up. Do it and be sloppy. Do it and don't get it right. Do it and piss some people off. Or do it and have success. Do it and be great. Do it and find out that you found your calling. Do it and make money every single day. Do it and do like I do and level up and fix your credit. Fix your credit. I keep telling y'all, these are not credit plugs. I got multiple businesses. But you got to fix your credit. Because I don't care how far you go in this. Cash can only take you so far. You got to fix your credit. And then, like I'm doing, reach back and help somebody. Help somebody. Guys, we are hurting. We're hurting out here. No one's giving you advice. No one's helping you. No one's teaching you. Everyone's selling you something. Even now, I'm kind of selling a little bit. I'm marketing Sugar and Bar. It's a brand, whatever. You know, I'm giving you my struggle story of how I got out of depression to run a 6-figure business and run all over the country, right? I'm selling a little bit. But most people that I'm watching, they're trying to get you to join their webinar. They want you to come on there, download this. They're trying to get your email. They're trying to build their subscriber list. Nothing wrong with any of that. I monetizing stuff. I'm all for it. But I'm happy. I'm happy. I finally reached a point in my life where I'm happy. I've never been at peace in my life. And I think a lot of you struggle with the same thing. I think, you know, and even if money is not the issue of the problem, somewhere there's a struggle, right? Because we're human beings. There's a struggle somewhere. Wrestle those demons down, man. Wrestle them down. Tie them down. This is why no one can help you. You have got to help you. You have got to become the champion of your life. When I talk to my clients, my credit clients, even though because they sign up, I always tell them, look, you didn't pay me to fix your credit and you walk away from this. No. I need you to become the superhero. You need to put your cape on and you need to become the superhero of your life. I need you to join me. We're going to lock in arms. You probably see sometimes, I don't really advertise my businesses, right? I mean, I talk about them. I don't really advertise in the traditional sense of my businesses because I'm not trying to hunt you down. My credit score is a 780. I can pretty much buy. I was going to buy a car the other day. I can buy anything that I want. That's a freedom as a man that I can't give you the feeling of what it feels like to have hundreds of thousands of dollars in credit. That can't come across through a video. That's something that you have to experience. I can't give you the feeling of what it felt like to get my license back. You know what I'm saying? I can't give you the feeling of what it felt like when I signed the documents, the deed to my house, right? And again, I'm not saying those material things. I'm not linking it to material things. I'm linking it to the feeling of accomplishment, the feeling of satisfaction. I can't give you the feeling of what it feels like to wake up in this hotel room. And honestly, I'm not even joking. I could stay in this room all day if I want to. Or I could go out and take a tour. I can get a helicopter ride. I can go eat some beignets. It's New Orleans, right? I can go get me some gumbo. I can go to a show. Or I can go home. I can literally I can go online right now, book me a flight, and just fly back home. Or I can go to Hawaii. Or I can go to some other state. I can't transfer what freedom feels like through the internet. You have to get out here and you got to live it. You have to experience it. You have got to start leveling up in your life. You have to want more, and you have to want it more than the other things. I wanted my success. I wanted my freedom. I wanted these options more than drinking, more than a woman, more than money. It's more than I wanted it more than that I could feel it. I could taste it. It was in my bones. I wanted more than. I want my freedom more than happy hour, more than not getting enough sleep. Guys, you got to want the best for you. And then the other pieces start pulling in, right? Then you start pulling in the other pieces. How do I bring my children into this? How do I bring my family into this? How do I bring others into this? How do I wake them up? God, the matrix is real. Like, how do I wake up? In 10 years, I haven't had a job. I don't have a resume. No one's trying to hire me. I am unhireable, right? I'm not looking for a job, but I also live a life where look, I'm not a millionaire. I got assets and stuff like that, but I'm not a millionaire. I live a very comfortable life. I live within my means. I wear the same hat. I got about 10 of them. I wear the same hat. I brand myself. I rock my own things. My mortgage is taken care of. My bills are taken care of. I pay my bills on time every month. I make enough to be happy, and I'm comfortable. But that's what works for me. You may want more than me. Do I want to own a building like this? Yeah, absolutely. It's baby steps. You got to work to it. You got to build up to it. A lot of you guys, you want instant success. You want instant fame. You want your bank account like you hit the lottery. $1 million in my bank account right now. God, that's not how it happens, man. That's not how it happens. Are you willing to go through the fire? Are you willing to trust the process? And honestly, the answer is no. So that's why I can sit here and make these videos and not really care that people say or whatever, because people aren't highly motivated and highly successful people. You don't worry about competition. You don't worry about impressing other people because most people aren't going to put the work in. I'm literally telling you, I'm telling you I have a business that anybody can do, but you're not going to put the work in to do this. But it doesn't have to be this. It could be anything. This could be anything. This could look, I could make these, this could be my business. But whoever's successful at this business, you're not going to put the work in to figure out how to make this business work. You're not going to figure out the packaging. You're not going to figure out, the cups, the density. You're not going to put the work in. You just want the money. You just want to make these for 3 cents and sell it for 10 cents, and that's all you want to do. You don't want to put the work behind it. That's why nobody can help you. Because at the end of the day, you got to be the one to get up every day, and you got to get out there and fight it, and life is going to kick you in your teeth, and you're going to get not scared. I was going to say scared, but scared is the wrong word. But you're going to crawl back into your shell. You're like a turtle. You're going to crawl back into your shell because that's comfortable to you. Getting back in that bed is comfortable. When you get knocked down on the canvas, it's comfortable. You don't want to get back up again. You don't want to get up. Why would you? I say this all the time. Life is kicking you. Life is beating you up. You're down on the canvas. Why would you want to get up and get punched in the face again? No, that's stupid, right? That's crazy. Let me just lay down here and let me lay to the 10 count so this thing can be over. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you're doing with your life. You're somewhere on that track in your life. You're either in the 8 count or the 6 count. We're coming up on the 10 count. Are you going to get up? Are you going to get up off the canvas and fight for what's yours? Fight for your life. Fight for your family. Fight for your freedom. Fight for your responsibilities. Fight for your home. Fight for your marriage. Just find a why. Just find something to why. Like latch on to something. Just latch on to figure out what it is that you were designed to do. And the stress that you hear in my voice, it comes from a place that I wasted so much time. I wasted so many years just blind, dumb, stupid, lazy. I mean, there's literally no excuse to why I didn't push the button and activate my life. I'm not selling anything on this video. I'm not asking you to give me, I don't need your email address. You don't need to call me. I'm not holding a webinar. This is not a training video. I'm not selling my book. I'm not setting you up to have you meet me at the live free seminar. And then at the end of the seminar, I ask you for $1,200. No, I'm doing this video because I needed this video. Every video that I make, I reference it to the point. What would I tell myself every single day? Because that's what it is. It's a daily battle, right? Depression is a daily battle because you got PTSD. If you living in America, you got PTSD from this economy, right? It's knocking you around. Every day I see myself on that bathroom floor. And every day I open that door and I ask myself, what would I tell myself today? How would I motivate myself to become? What would the 10-year Corey tell the day 1 Corey? And these are the things that I would tell you that nobody can, brother, you got to get up, man. Sister, you got to get up. Nobody cares about your issues and your problems. I know they sound great when you talk through it. I know it feels good when you put it out there and tell about it, but don't nobody care. It's not their issue. They don't care. So once I realized that Superman wasn't coming to save me, once I realized that Batman wasn't real, once I realized that Wonder Woman wasn't going to spin around and fly down on her invisible plane, that I had to become the superhero and the champion of my life, I got up. I didn't have, look guys, you're not going to have it all figured out. And then why do you want it all? Why do you have to have everything complete? Why does everything have to make sense to you? Like you can't take one step forward because you don't know what's coming after the next step. Guys, that's life. That's life. We're not going to get out of this thing alive. And I don't want to come on here and I'm 30 minutes into it. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching, because sometimes that's what it feels like. It feels like I'm preaching. I'm just being honest with you. When I started this, I had no idea what I was doing. None. Zero. But I knew that I couldn't stay where I was at. And I just knew that if I took one step forward each and every day, if I just took one step, I just hustled. I just wanted it more. I wanted more out of life. I wanted more for myself. I demanded more. I couldn't keep making excuses. You can't just, guys, you do it every morning you do it. Your alarm goes off. You got 3 alarms. You set 3 alarms. Why? I don't need an alarm clock to get up. You should be so in tune. I'm so real, right, man. And it may have taken me 30 minutes to get here. And if you watch this for 30 minutes, thank you. But I'm so in tune with what I'm doing. I know what time it is no matter where I'm at in the world, I kind of about know what time it is. I'm so in tune with what I'm doing that my passion wakes me up every day. I don't need to set an alarm clock. Unless I got to catch a flight, unless I doze off, take a quick nap real quick, but I don't need to set an alarm clock. I'm up. I'm ready to go. I don't lay in bed and be like, oh my God, just 5 more minutes. That's your life. You talking to the universe and you begging the universe for 5 more minutes before I got to go out here and deal. Look how you look at life before I got to go out here and deal with that. How many of y'all sit in your car before you go into the work? Because you got to get right. You know what I mean? You got to get right. How many of y'all hit a J before you go out? Because you got to get right. You got to get your mind right before you go ahead and deal with them. Guys, do you understand how crazy that is? Why are you doing that? Why? Why not take control of that mess, right? Understand it. Take that, harness that power, because it's just energy. Harness that power and turn it into something. Create. We're human beings. We all have a gift. There is something. I don't know what it is. Writing, painting, speaking, athletics. It could be physical. You have something that you're great at, that you do that no one else on this planet does. And even if you don't, because sometimes I get it. Sometimes you don't know. I didn't know I was going to be running this company. I did 100 different things before I did this. And I failed at almost 90% of them. I failed at. This is the only thing in life that I've ever done with 110% focus, laser focus. But I was designed for this. There is something that you're designed to do. I know you watch these videos. I know you keep hearing, look, people tell you stuff like this on the video. Follow your passion. Live your dream. How? I'm going to tell you what write down your goals. Write down what it is that you want to do and execute. You got to, every time you give up, because I look back over my life and I think about all the time, if I had just stayed dedicated, if I just stayed patient enough, if I just believed a little bit more, I would have gotten here so much faster. If I lose everything today, if I were able to retain the knowledge, if I lost everything today, it wouldn't take me 10 years to rebuild my business again. I'm being so dead honest. It would take, I could get to 6 figures in 1 year, knowing what I know now. Because it wasn't necessarily the talent, right? Because I had a gift of gab, I got a gift of talking and speaking and all that, street hustling, speaking, But I could get there faster because I got the work ethic now. I didn't have that before. See, I thought I had it. You think because you go to work, you think that's not the work ethic. The work ethic is this. Are you the first one there? Are you the last one to leave? Do you know every single moving piece about the project, about the job, do you know everything, in and out, everything? Are you willing to do it? Are you willing to sacrifice and do it, even if you don't get your paycheck on Friday? Or are you gonna cash out? Because that's what we do, right? I didn't get paid. Not my job. It's not my job. I don't get paid for that. That's not my job. That's what you say. But is your dream worth that? Is your passion worth that? Do you see yourself in a higher calling? Do you see yourself operating and moving in different spaces? Then start living like that. Start treating your body like that. And when I make these videos, guys, I'm talking to myself too. I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. But I want to be the best version of me that ever existed. That I do want. So listen, I hope that I was able to help you, guide you, motivate you. If you have some comments, leave them below. I'll do my best to answer anything I can. Like I said, I'm not selling anything on this video. I just really just want to motivate you and get you to believe in yourself and let you know that look, even though today may be one of the darkest days of your life, I don't know where you fall on the spectrum, right? Today may be one of the darkest days of your life. And you have no idea what made you sit around and watch my video and listen to a guy on YouTube telling you to encourage you. But guys, I was there. I was there. I was there. I never wanted to kill myself, but I did want to start my life all over again. I just wanted to push a button and start all over again. And nobody knows that pain, man. Nobody knows that you because you can't run away from the voices in your head. You can't get away from you telling you that you're not good enough. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to understand that I know it's tough out here. And I know your money ain't adding up. I know you working. I know as a man, you out there and the world ain't giving back to you. It's looking at you like, get a job, bum. Your girl looking at you like, where's the money? And you ain't got it. Bro, so here's what I'm saying. If you want extra stuff, whatever, you want to talk more, you want to call me, that's cool. We can do that. But brother, you got to get moving, man. You got to stay in motion, man. Life is to be lived. Get out here and start fighting, man. Something's inside of you telling you to move. Get up and go. Get up and go. Get out here and live this life, man. So listen, I encourage you, stay motivated, stay encouraged, stay blessed. Corey Burma Sugar and Bar. And like my other famous phrase is, never give up. Never, ever, ever. You're stronger than what you believe. All right. I love you guys, man. Stay encouraged, stay motivated, stay blessed. I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm out.